Let there be magic, let there be love, let there be life.
Hello and welcome. My name's Jenny Catalano and I'm a children's author and illustrator. And I'm going to read a story out of It's a Kind of Magic, Stories and Spells for Second-Rate Sorcerers. And it is published by the Anthology Angels. And my story is called The Magic Walnut Tree. There once lived a little cackle of witches, 3 to be exact. Their home was under an ancient magic walnut tree near the town of Wickerton. The tree existed well before any witches set foot on earth. Every year on the first full moon, it would grow a single golden walnut. Whoever was lucky enough to pick that magic one could make a wish of any sort. The first witch was Marigold. She was selfish and cranky and didn't like to share. Rosemary was rude, crude, and never helped with the chores. And the youngest was Fortunata. She was shy, kind, and caring. Even though she tried really hard, she fumbled on her broom and her spells always went wrong. Each and every year, Marigold and Rosemary would get to the walnut before Fortunata could. They always wished for silly things like the fastest broomstick, the fanciest witch's hat, and the naughtiest spells. Little Fortunata was sad. She did all the chores, all the cooking, and collected all the herbs for the magic potions. When Fortunata went to Wickerton, she secretly visited the poor, homeless, and the sick children. She made them feel better by telling them stories, dressing up as the famous Christmas witch, a Roman gladiator, or sometimes a mythical mermaid. Marigold and Rosemary were unaware of this because if they knew, they might turn Fortunata into a slug. It was nearly that time of the year. While Marigold and Rosemary were plotting and scheming for what they could wish for, Fortunata was planning a way to reach the walnut before them. So she went to her friend Aquila, the golden eagle, and together they came up with a brilliant idea. That night the new moon appeared, and as midnight struck, the 3 little witches peered up into the massive tree. They searched limbs and leaves. There it was, the golden walnut. In fact, it was at the highest branch and the highest leaf. Its golden colour shone so bright. Marigold started fumbling one of her transportation chants. Rosemary quickly grabbed her broom to zoom up to the top, but Fortunata whistled loudly. The race was on. As the 2 naughty witches fought in mid-air, Aquila heard the call and swooped down to grab Fortunata. The others gasped, gobsmacked. With Aquila's wing power, she plucked her first magic walnut with ease. Fortunata smiled and her heart flooded with joy. The golden eagle glided straight to the village with the happy witch, and she knew exactly what to wish for. Suddenly, the poor children had shoes, coats, and books. The homeless had blankets and food and warm fires, and the sick were healed, dancing and singing in the streets. They all thanked her and waved goodbye as she climbed back onto Aquila. Back home, Marigold and Rosemary were super grumpy. Fortunata just carried on with her chores and whistled away, and she dreamt of her next wish. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story.